Hello everybody, welcome back to the Three Lotus Tarot, and I'm so happy to have you here again with me today. We are going to do an energy reading for the week of the 22nd of May. So this energy reading is for the week. However, if you've come across this reading at any point in the future, that just means that you are ready for receiving certain messages that are going to come to you through the piles that you choose, or even combination of piles that you choose. So without further ado, let's get on with bringing out your three piles. Okay, so pile one, we've got the Five of Swords together with the green cactus. Five of Swords, that is our pile one. And then we've got pile two, the Chariot, together with the pink cactus. And thirdly, pile number three, the Nine of Swords with the yellow cactus. Okay, so I'm going to put these piles here. You can take your pick as to which one calls to you, or even a combination. And when you're ready, please go to the timestamps in the description box below for your reading. Pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. See you there. Hi, pile 1. You have chosen the Five of Swords with the green cactus. This person stood out to me. Okay, so I didn't tell you guys this, but we're going to be using the Everyday Witch deck as well as the Sacred Self-Care Oracle cards for your reading today. And as usual, let me please tell you that the energies that we may see here today are not set in stone. You very much have free will to still make your own decisions, to make your own choices, and to approach the situation that may come up in the week coming up as much as you want to. Okay, so don't take what's going to come out here as the exact thing that's going to happen. You are just getting insights, getting guidance from the universe and from your guides. Okay, and another thing that I do want to say is that if you've come upon this reading after the week of the 22nd of May, please don't worry. It just means that now you're ready to receive the messages that are coming through. Okay, let's get the rest of your cards. What is pile 1's energies for the week of the 22nd of May? What is pile 1's energies for the week of the 22nd of May? What is pile 1's energies for the week of the 22nd of May? So pile 1, quite a few cards have come out now. Let's see. You have the Five of Swords here, and then you have the Chariot. This way or that way. The Queen of Pentacles. The Sun. I'm happy to see this for you. The Nine of Cups, as well as the Five of Pentacles. So pile 1, I see that you're starting this week, or there is a lingering feeling and emotion of the Five of Swords. There may have been some conflict. You may have been involved in some clashes with other people, and that's left you worried, anxious, or sad. Okay, so you see there are three ladies here, right? And this is the usual protagonist, who's the one holding the two swords usually. But the one that called out to me was this this person here on the side who's got her eyes and her face closed up. So I reckon that that is that major emotion that you are feeling this week. And so you may have been hurt by somebody that, you know, you've been in discussion with, or you've been in a project or work with, or something. You've been involved with this person, but you know, they've been quite cutting, they've been quite brash maybe, and they've hurt you to some extent. And that's the emotion of you going, and the energy of you going into this week. But I do see that the rest of this week, the 22nd of May, you know, they're very beautiful cards here. So we've got the Chariot, which is all about forging ahead, having the courage, having the tenacity and the commitment to going into the fray, and then you will come out successful, right? So in this card here of the Chariot, from the Everyday Witch deck, we've got this way or that way. So you may have a choice of, you know, are you going to go this way or that way? It may be what has caused that conflict earlier on, but what I do see is that, you know, you are going to make a decision. You're going to be courageous about it. It may be something that you feel, okay, I'm going to do this for myself, or you may even feel that, okay, I'm gonna choose and do what this other person has suggested or has recommended, because I really do feel that it is for the best for some reason or other. Okay, there is no action that is prescribed to you in this reading, but I do see that you will have that choice, and you will be able to make that choice by being in the energy of the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is again the court card layer, right? The Queen is somebody who is matured, stable, wise, and she's different from the King in the sense of she knows how to read the room around her. She knows how to observe the energy and the vibes around her, and she makes decisions or takes actions with a more nurturing, kinder energy towards the situation and everybody else, versus the King, who may just make a decision based on, okay, this is what I think is best, and that's it. He could be like, you know, a harder, matured, experienced, wise person. The Queen is a more empathetic, understanding, patient kind of person. Okay, so I see you, this came out in the upright, so I see you as making this decision calmly in the material world. You're going to figure out what makes the most sense, and you are going to make that decision. It will be a good decision because we have the Sun here, and we also have the Nine of Cups, which is just, you know, being in that state of happiness. There's a lot of happiness, there's good emotions, you know, and here it looks like you're going to be very calm. You're not going to be overly anxious, you're not going to be overly emotional. You're just calm and you're at peace. This is what I see here. You're at peace and contented and happy. Okay, so I do see a lot of good tidings and good energy that is ready to come into this week for you, Pile 1, even though you may have started it in this energy. Okay, so there is a Five of Pentacles here, I do see, and it could signal to me that when you make this decision, it's not where everything is perfect. So for example, what I mean is, like, if there was a disagreement between you and another person, and you know, there may be other people as well, but if there's a disagreement or just a mismatch of objectives, a mismatch of approach, mismatch of how you want to accomplish things, you making that decision may cause there to be a parting of ways, or a feeling of, oh, you know, we didn't get to do this together, or, oh, you know, it's not the ideal situation where everybody's on board and 100% enthusiastic or bought into the idea of the decision that you may be choosing. So I do see this, so be prepared for this arising from the decision that you make. Or it could just be that whatever the decision it is that you make, at the behind that, you know, because there was this conflict, you now in that pair or in that group or team, there is a feeling of you know, it's not that completely happy-go-lucky, we're all on the same page, hooray situation anymore. But don't let this cloud your effort into the work. Don't let this cloud your everyday, because you know, sometimes things like that just happen. You cannot please everybody, and perhaps the suggestion or the way that the other person wanted to do this was really wrong, and you're making a decision that's better for the team, or a decision that's better for the work at hand, or the effort that's at hand. So you know, have confidence in yourself and your thought process and your decision, because you do have that energy of the Queen of Pentacles here. So trust that you can make the right decision. Don't disbelieve yourself. Don't wonder too much. And once you've made that decision, don't keep rehashing it and like, oh my gosh, did I really do the right thing? Oh, you know, other people are not so happy. I'm not sure if it's worth it making this decision, and other people are unhappy about it. Don't question all that, because know that your guides have told you that, you know, you do have that power, you do have that energy. And when I say power, I don't mean like okay, I've got control over you, but you do have that within you. You deserve to be able to make a decision. You can make a decision because you have the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, and you are able to make that decision. Okay, that is there's energy reading I have for you. And I do want to get a couple of cards from the Sacred Self-Care Oracle deck, pile 1, to see how else you're advised to progress or focus this week of the 25th of May for your highest good. How can pile 1 progress this week of the 22nd of May for their highest good? How can pile 1 progress this week of the 22nd of May for their highest good? Okay, so we have 3 cards that have come out for you. Firstly, pile 1, create art. I see this as you are being advised to be creative, to not hold back. You don't have to color within the lines. So your creative stance or suggestion or resolution could be the way to go. Don't also be forced to fit into any box that people try to put you in. Be bold and have courage. Take inspiration. This is what is advised to you. Also pleasure. So be confident in yourself, I would say. Okay, be confident. In fact, you may find that, you know, if you're not used to making the decisions in the team, you may find that, hey, I kind of like this because I feel that I know how to think about the general good, the general objective, the final purpose, and I know how to figure out how to get there in the best way possible that is best for the team members or for the objective. So this could be something that you can suddenly realize this week. So appreciate, you know, that opportunity to maybe feel something new, try something new, and you may find that you do like it after all. Pleasure also for me could mean that, you know, don't stress out too much. I do see a lot, like I said, of good cards, good energy for this week for you. So enjoy it, take pleasure in the week. Okay, also ground yourself, so don't get carried away by other people's Five of Swords energy or the Five of Pentacles energy. Ground yourself, know that you are deserving, you are powerful as the Queen of Pentacles. Believe in yourself, and you will be able to come out at the end of this week just quite beautifully, I would say. All right, so pile one, I hope that brings a lot of peace to you. How you approach the events of the week is still very much in your hands. So I hope that this gives you some insight or some guidance and help you see a way out, to help you figure out how you're going to approach the events that come up in this week of yours. I hope this has been helpful for you. If it has, do give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And if you want to see more readings like this one, please do subscribe to the Three Lotus Tarot. I upload 3 times a week to help you see what is at the moment unseen. If I can, I'll share some information and guidance and insights with you from the universe. And I really look forward to seeing you again. Until the next time, bye-bye. Hello, pile 2. You have chosen the Chariot together with the pink cactus. Cute little cactus. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Everyday Witch deck for our reading today and close it off with the Sacred Self-Care Oracle deck. Right, and before I start, let me just reiterate that the energies that we'll be reading for today is for the week of the 22nd of May, which means that week starting the 22nd of May for 1 week. I do want to advise everybody that what we see, the reading, is going to be indicative of what may come up in your week, the energies that may come up in your week, but you're very much still in possession of free will, so you can make the decisions and the choices and choose what approach you want to use for the events that come up this week. All right, so nothing is set in stone. It's just that you have an insight and an indication into the energies that could surround you this week. All right, so now let's get going and see what the rest of your cards are, pile 2. You've got the Chariot. Now let's get the rest. What are the energies surrounding pile 2 for the week of the 22nd of May? What are the energies surrounding pile 2 for pile 2? Okay. Of cards. Chariot firstly, and then the Hermit, the 8 of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, 4 of Wands, and the 5 of Wands. So firstly, I see that, you know, you started going on to something. You started something, or you have been in that energy, pile 2, of working out something, doing something that you have wanted. I think you've worked hard at it. You've tried to put different things together, and you've tried to make progress on the initiative that you have at the moment. It may be this thought came to me earlier. I think that what the project that you're on, or the work that you're doing now, you are being aided by technology, machinery. So it may have something to do with that. But what I do see is that, you know, you have been working at it, and you have had some sort of opposition or some sort of difference of opinions about it, where people have tried to tell you different things. People have tried to I had a thought of people tried to confuse you. But the thing is, I see you working hard on your own, trying to make everything fit together. You're trying different concoctions, different formulas, different combinations to help to make it work. You are leading it. If you're not working on this alone, as a solo contributor, you are leading the foray into it, and you have had, like I said, you know, people have been telling you different things. People maybe have been pointing you into different directions. When I say confuse you, it may not be that they are trying to confuse you with malice in their heart, but you know, perhaps they just had suggestions like, oh, I think it could be like this, I think it could be like that, why don't you try this, why don't you try that? So you have had to, in the face of all this information and all this help that's coming at you, some of it is help, some of it is noise, but you have kept true to yourself. You have been stable and confident. Look at that. You know, I know what I'm doing, and I'm gonna make it come together. That's what I see. And you have spent a lot of time thinking about this and working on it, you know. So the Hermit is about self-reflection, about self-development, self-growth. So this could be a good energy that you are in and that you are learning, so that at the end of the day, this is something that you know, okay, when I've accomplished something, I did this, not with arrogance, but with pride and an appreciation for the capabilities that you do have within yourself. Okay, I do see that there will be some victory or some celebration this week. Could go into the week after the 22nd of May as well, depending on how much you still have to progress. But even if it's not the final solution of the project or the initiative, there is some happiness, there is some joy, some party, something to get together about, to play, or maybe it's just saying that don't work too hard. Have some play in you as well, or in the situation as well. Or if you're leading a team, like I said, your team may need a break. Take note, pile 2, your team may need a break, maybe some fun, so that not everybody's not just bogged down with trying to solve the problem. Okay, so take care of your team, because they do work hard for you also. Or it's just basically trying to get everybody motivated again, because sometimes working together in a team can be very tiring, or can be very thankless, because one just keeps working and working and working. Okay, so bear that in mind. Pile 2, the 5 of Wands here, and usually 5 is an energy of some conflict, but what I see here is that there is a lot of exchange of opinions, exchange of information. Not everything everybody agrees with, which is fine, because if we didn't have differences in opinions, we'll never get further, you know. Then it'll just be a bias where everybody says yes, everybody's a yes man, and then we'll just barrel on through on one particular premise. Okay, so there is a difference of opinions, does not seem to escalate into anything that's violent or aggressive. So it does look like a positive, supportive exchange of ideas or opinions. Okay, let's see. Anything else for the energies of pile 2 for the week of the 22nd of May? Anything else that we can know for the energies of pile 2? Energies of pile 2 for the week of the 22nd. Page of Cups. Yes, so I think that it would be a good idea to take the team out, or to have the team have a break together. Not like go off on your own, yeah, but maybe some team building exercise, some motivational things to get everybody just laughing again, getting them to know each other better, and introducing some fresh energy and some fresh spirit. Okay, that may be important for this week, pile 2. All right, now I want to close off with the Sacred Self-Care Oracle deck and see what energies should pile 2 focus on for their highest good the week of the 22nd of May. What energies should pile 2 focus on? What energies should pile 2 focus on for their highest good? What energies should pile 2 focus on for their highest good for the 22nd of May? What energies should pile 2 focus on for their highest good? Let's look at this one first. Use your hands. So I think that as the leader, or even if you're a sole contributor, that you have been quite hands-on, because I see you here working at it, and you're not just going out there and talking or explaining or defending to a group of other people, but you're actually doing the work as well, getting your hands dirty. So using your hands, I think, just asks you to continue to do that, because I think that, you know, what you are bringing to the work is important and is valuable and helpful. By the way, if you're a solo contributor, then you have no team to take out per se. But then it just means for you to please go ahead and take a break for yourself, because you need rejuvenation and refreshing as well. And for all you know, when you do that, you could come across different insights. You could get different downloads that will help you with your project. If you want to, you could even meditate. Just to get some grounding and peace and clarity. Clear your mind. Thinking about the same old thing all the time is not necessarily the most helpful thing ever. Okay, so pile 2, what other energies can pile 2 focus on that will be for the highest good the week of the 22nd of May? Is there anything else that pile 2 can focus on for their highest good the week of the 22nd of May? Okay. See, pile 2, relax, take a deep breath, chill, maybe treat yourself a little bit. Okay, aromatherapy, dream journal. Ooh, so if you're meditating or if you're self-reflecting, that's when different ideas, creative ideas, weird ideas could come across to you, and they could also come about to you in your dreams. So if you're feeling like it and you have a lot of dreams, jot them down, notate them down. You can analyze them and read between the lines and figure out if there's anything that can help you understand your situation better or help you with the situation that's at hand. Ooh, you also have sing. So I see all this as throwing those rigid work and being tied up in just stressful work or timelines, throwing all that out the window for a tiny bit of time. Just enjoy yourself a bit, you know, relax and take a break for yourself, because you need to also what's that word, take care of, indulge your body. Let your body and your spirit, soul, indulge in some calming, fun, joyous activities, and that will rejuvenate you as you go along for this 1 to 2 weeks of starting from the 22nd of May. Okay, so you see, even in the Page of Cups here, you know, this little boy is like painting out in nature. He's got splatters of paint on his shirt, so it's like, let's just be creative and have fun, you know. We don't have to always be coloring within the lines. We don't always have to be so formulaic or exact. Ooh, perhaps that's also something that you can use in your project or your work, or what that thing you're trying to achieve. Perhaps you've been thinking about it only in that parameter, and perhaps you need to expand and throw weird, strange, crazy ideas into the mix, and that will clinch it all together. Okay, pal 2, I'm kind of excited for you now, you know. I will leave you with that. That is a nice looking energy for the week of the 22nd of May. And I hope that this has been helpful for you. I hope that you have found it useful. If you have, please do give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. If you'd like to see more readings like this one, Pal 2, I upload 3 times a week. Just subscribe to the 3 Lotus Tarot and you'll find out whenever I upload a video. Okay, so until I see you in the next one, bye-bye. Hello, Pal 3. You have chosen the 9 of Swords with the yellow cactus. So today I'm going to be using the Everyday Witch deck, and I'll finish off with the Sacred Self-Care Oracle deck. I do want to share with you, please, if I may, that energies that you see here today in the reading are not events that will unfold for you set in stone. No, they are not. So what you'll see today is what could potentially be energies surrounding you for the week of the 22nd of May. So 22nd of May for 1 week, or maybe even up to 2 weeks after that, depending on how fast the energy moves. All right, so you still have free will to make choices, to make decisions based on what's going to come up for you this week. But the reading is to give you an insight or some heads up that you can or are allowed to know about, that the universe wants to share with us. Okay, so firstly, you've got the 9 of Swords, but we're going to get the rest of your cards and see what are the energies surrounding Pal 3 for the week of the 22nd of May, please. What are the energies surrounding Pal 3 for the week of the 22nd of May? All right. Pal 3, you have the 9 of Swords, and that just means some anxiety, some sleepless nights, some worry. I was very drawn to the fact that there are a lot of books out here. So I wonder if some of you may be students. You're studying for something. It may be an exam time or thesis time, or there's a big important presentation that you have to make and you're worried about it. and you may be having sleepless nights about it. That's the energy that you could be coming into the week of the 25th of May with. Okay, let's see what other energies surround you. Ooh, Six of Pentacles. This is a nice card for you. The Six of Pentacles. We have the Hermit. Yes, you've probably been spending a lot of time alone studying. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man next to the Hermit, as well as the Eight of Wands. So if you are a regular follower of the Three Lotus Tarot videos, you will know that I usually don't read the reverse. But when this card came out, I knew that I wanted to keep it in the form that it came out with, which was the reverse. So the Eight of Wands in reverse, but I do want to put it here first, and then I'll explain like what I see. Okay, so like I mentioned just now, following from that, I think that you do have, like, you know, some people around you that may be helping you, tutors, mentors, teachers, lecturers, people around you who could help you. It's not that you're caught in a situation where you have nobody to turn to. So this Nine of Swords is something that you feel not because of a lack of support or a lack of enablement around you. It's not that. I think that you have been keeping yourself alone. That's why I see the Hermit here. You have been keeping yourself alone. You have been trying to do this all by yourself. You've been trying to study, learn, or do something. You're doing something that has to do with knowledge, that has to do with paperwork, that has to do with evidence. Yeah, that's what I get from the book. So you've been trying to do this on your own, or you feel like you need to do it on my own, or nobody understands me, I need to figure this out on my own. But you are not for a lack of a supportive community around you. You've just chosen to do this on your own. But this Hermit came out in conjunction with the Hanged Man, which makes me feel that whilst you've been doing this on your own, you don't feel like you're getting very far. You feel like kind of stalled, actually. You feel that, I've been trying to do this, but I'm not getting anywhere. You feel tied up, and I think the more time you spend alone doing this, the more anxious you're getting, the more worried you're getting, and you may be feeling lost and alone. And I don't want to say this, but don't feel like you can't do it. Don't feel that I'm no good, I can't do it, because that's not true. Power 3. Okay, that is not true. So you have chosen to do this Hermit, take on the Hermit energy, and you feel like you're not getting anywhere. And this is still the energy that's going to be with you this week of the 25th. It's going to be slow moving. You see, this is why I kept this card in reverse, because I just felt it, that it had to be really shown to you in the reverse. This is not going to go fast, because the Eight of Wands is about speed and forward motion, but you are, and this card came after the Hanged Man, so you know it's not going anywhere soon. There's this big typhoon here as well, you know, a twister. So you're feeling all sorts of turbulent emotions within you, and it's not going anywhere soon. Let's see how else we can help you. Let's see. My guides from the universe, not angels in my head. So how can Pile 3 help themselves this week? How can pile 3 help themselves this week? How can pile 3 help themselves this week, please? You got pile 3, the Magician. First card that came out. How can pile 3 help themselves this week? The Magician came out for you. The 3 of Wands came out for you. And the 9 of Cups. So firstly, I want to say that your guides in the universe is telling you that you have what it takes. You have the resources and the tools that you need around you to make a success of this thing. Okay? For ease of a turn of phrase, I'm going to call it your project or your work. Okay? So you have what it takes. You may have it within yourself, or you may have a familiar who helps you, right? You remember, I told you, you have a supportive community around you, whether they're mentors or tutors or guides or, you know, the internet community or an association out there. You have that help around you. I think you're being advised to, number one, have faith in yourself, that you know you have that capability within yourself, but not forgetting that you have resources outside of yourself as well. So you don't have to only do it alone, pile 3. Please take this seriously. This is the first card that came out for you, the Magician. The Magician is all about positive manifestation, successful manifestation, because the Magician believes, Magician does everything that is necessary, and the Magician makes it happen. So please do this, okay? Use the tool set that is at your hands, at your fingertips, be it within yourself or external to yourself. You know, it could even be friends who can help you. And I do see the 3 of Wands here as well. So if you do this and you sit in the frame of mind of, I'm going to succeed, I'm going to utilize all I can, whether I'm studying, whether I'm researching, whether I'm writing or preparing a presentation or public speaking, I'm going to utilize all the tools that are at my disposal, and I will stand and reap the results from it. Look at how confident this person is. They're standing there in that very confident position, right? And they're just gesturing with their hand. Of course, they have a wand, but they're just gesturing with their hand. And it's not a meek, shy, weak pose at all. It is, there is confidence and there is courage and there is conviction. I'm going to tell you, this is the spell I'm going to cast and this is it. So have confidence. And know that you will be able to reap the rewards if you utilize all that is within you and around you. Okay, you also have the 9 of Cups. So the 9 of Cups usually means indulgence, like a lot of happiness, a lot of joy. But what I want to tell you from this card, pile 3, is I think you need to relax a bit, you know, to this, almost like similar to the energy of the Hermit, but don't equate it with the energy of, not equate, don't tie it, don't take it together with the energy of the Hanged Man. So instead of the Hanged Man, have instead the energy of the 9 of Cups, which is why you saw the 9 of Cups came out in conjunction with the Hanged Man, right? So we don't want this stasis mode, this no forward movement, no progress mode. We use the energy of a Hermit, Relax, calm yourself, gather your thoughts, keep your emotions stable. See, there's a lot of peace and calm and quiet in this person here. We don't want this energy either, the turbulence that's roiling around you. No more sleepless nights for you. Just sit, gather yourself, think about all that you can use from within yourself. Think about all the help that you can get from around you in order to reach this result. Pile 3. Okay? I think that this is a stance that you have to make this week, the 22nd of May. Because you've been here, we want to get you out of that so that you can really progress forward. Okay, so that's been a little bit long, but now let's get the Sacred Self-Care Oracle deck and see what other advice there is for you. What energies should Pile 3 focus on for their highest good? What should Pile 3 focus on for their highest good for the week of the 22nd of May? What should Pile 3 focus on for their highest good? For Pile 3's highest good. Pile 3's highest good. What should Pile 3 focus on? So, firstly, burning bowl or ritual. So, if you are not into rituals, then Pile 3, the burning bowl ritual, is about getting rid of the past, burning the past away. So if you don't want to do this, then just gather all your thoughts in your head and decide which bits you're going to relegate to the past forever and you're not going to practice or rehash anymore. And truly release them. Release them out to the universe so that you don't have that energy in you anymore. Release these energies, this energy, so that you don't have it in you anymore. If you don't want to do the burning bowl, release balloons. Get a balloon. You could tie strips of written stuff that you want to let go to the balloon and say, I'm letting go of you. I'm not going to think about you anymore. I'm not going to practice you anymore. You're not for my highest good. I will focus on positive things from now on. Same goes for the burning bowl ritual. Write on pieces of paper what it is, characteristics or habits or thoughts that you don't want in your life anymore. Burn them off. Okay, burning bowl ritual. Leave the past behind. Leave all those energies behind. Get calm, get centered, get grounded in yourself. You also have to look for fairies. So trust in yourself. You may feel that, oh my gosh, it's completely impossible that I'm going to do well because I've been spending so much time trying to do this on my own and I've not gotten anywhere. I can't do it. It's impossible. But sometimes miracles do happen, or you may have been achieving more than you thought you were achieving. So believe, and positive outcomes could happen for you. Look for fairies. Oh, I love this. Look for fairies. And lastly, do some deep breathing. Remember what I said? Calm yourself, ground yourself, root yourself. Meditating is great. Keeping yourself on an even keel. Releasing past energies or thoughts or self-sabotaging beliefs that are not good for you. Release them. Believe in yourself. Do deep breathing. Every time you're anxious, or you're like, oh my gosh, I know I can't do it. Just stop those thoughts, throw them off. Just breathe deeply. Take 3 deep breaths, 7 deep breaths, and then you will calm down. And when you calm down, remind yourself that you are the magician and you will do what it takes. You have what it takes within yourself and external to you. There is help, there is capability, there is potential, and you can do it because you're going to stand there and reap the rewards. Pile 3. I really want you to believe this, Pile 3, because when you believe it, thoughts become actions, become outcomes. If this reading has been helpful for you, Pile 3, please give me a thumbs up. And if you enjoy readings like this one, then please subscribe to my channel, the 3 Lotus Tarot. I upload 3 times a week. And until I see you in the next one, please do come back. Bye-bye.